welcome to another edition of the Social Development Outlook for Tuesday, 26, 2022. I am your host, Remy Gomes. And just to remind you that this program is hosted and produced by the Communications Unit within the Ministry of Social Development, and every single week we try our utmost to showcase the essential performances within this ministry and other related departments. At this point in time, we'll take our first break and be right back. And we are back. On 26 June, a much needed and critical lifeguard training session commenced over at Disaster Management Building and culminated with some live hands-on training down at Paradise Beach on July 1st. We'll now view some excerpts from both the opening and closing ceremony respectively.
Okay, once again, a special good morning to all. I take this opportunity to recognize the presence of our Honorable Minister of Sports, Mr. Eric Evelyn. Also, a special welcome to our instructors, Brandon and Bryce Bond. Any relationship to James Bond?
No,
No? Okay. Yeah, welcome to Nevis. Like we have told you outside, you're in the second most important place to heaven. So enjoy paradise while you work here in St. Kitts and Nevis. I'd also like to welcome Terry Andrews from Swim to Win and all our participants who's going to be taking the course, the training this week. Welcome to all, and the media as well, of course. St. Kitts and Nevis is blessed with one of the greatest natural resources on earth, which is the ocean, of course. It has been an integral part of our history. It is very intertwined in our day-to-day life, but there's a psychological barrier that exists due to an unfortunate incident which occurred several years ago, a couple decades ago, if you want to put it that way, which is the Christina disaster. What this psychological barrier has created is a fear of the ocean. In order for us to overcome this fear, it is important that we put the necessary things in place if we want to have a population that enjoys the ocean, that participate in activities related to the ocean. And so, if we are going to develop a thriving aquatic sports-based industry, one of the most important things is that persons need to feel comfortable going into the ocean. And one of the ways of feeling comfortable going into the ocean is knowing that the necessary safety mechanisms with the right personnel exist. This will create a more welcomed approach to getting involved in aquatic sports, whether it's swimming, water polo, you name it, sailing, whatever it is. And thus, that is why we're here today, to commence a training course in lifeguard. Lifeguards are very...
Good morning, everyone, and again, thanks to Jameer for the wonderful opening remarks. This is a historic occasion. Swim to Win was born almost 3 years ago as a collaboration with government to first and foremost train a pool of qualified swimming instructors who teach proper swimming techniques in a safe manner. And over the past 2.5 years, we now have trained over 20 instructors. We are continually committed to their ongoing training through Ann McClendon coming down and conducting those courses. Because of that, we have been able to conduct our Swim to Win Sundays and then also our Christina Memorial Swim Camps, our summer swim camps. This will be our second annual 2 weeks free camp that is offered by government. We also had our Easter swim camp. And this past year, we started our two pilot programs in the school curriculum. And starting in the next school term, we'll be introducing that to 2 more schools, so 4 schools. So this is a huge step forward into making our water safe, and I commend all of our instructors and the manner of which they have been able to teach these children and adults and approaching our fearful adults. To date, we have reached over 350 swimmers, again, in this amazing collaboration with government. So it's a normal next step is to develop lifeguard training. We want all of our instructors and also Coast Guard, people involved with ferries, anybody involved in water sports to be certified, internationally certified, with not only CPR and first aid skills, but in lifeguard training. So we began this conversation with Brandon and Bryce's company well over 2 years ago, and COVID kind of got in the way. But we are very, very pleased to have them here. This is an auspicious occasion. And again, our goal is to continually help educate our instructors so that we can get eventually everyone in Nevis and in the Federation comfortable and safe in the water. So again, thank you. Thank you for our partnership with government. I can't thank Eric and your ministry enough to see the importance of developing swimming here on our island nation. So thank you.
I want to first start by thanking the Ministry of Sport and Swim to Win with Terry. It's been a long 2.5 years, but they've worked tirelessly to get us down here to provide the certification to their instructors in Nevis here. We work for Lifeguarding Classes LLC, and our goal is to provide lifeguarding, CPR, AED, basic first aid to people across the globe, United States, and down here in the Caribbean. We're affiliated with it's World Academy of Safety and Health, so WASH, and that's a certifying agency for all the lifeguarding classes that we teach here. And this, again, like was mentioned before, this is our first time down in the Caribbean, so it's, again, a historic moment for us as well. We're extremely excited to be here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We're sharing the same goal as the government and the Swim to Win program of water safety, and we look forward to a long, lasting relationship with them. So just a quick outline of our week here. So today we're going to start with first aid, CPR, basic life support, and then the rest of the week we're going to transition into the water portion, which is entries in the water, basic rescue, and then ways for medical emergencies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Claxton, and let me say good morning to everyone. It's indeed a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here to associate with this activity. Let me also recognize Terry and the Bond brothers here at the head table, and all of you who are here. Of course, this training cannot happen unless we have you, so it is indeed a pleasure for you to be here. I want to first of all commend the Department and the Ministry of Sports for once again having an initiative of this nature. And I know Jamir has been very hardworking, he and his team, in all areas of sport. And of course, over the past few years, so much has been done with regards to swimming. And we have made some giant strides in a very, very short space of time. And that could not have been possible without the hard work of his team at the Department of Sports. And of course, what we are having today again signals some more collaboration and partnership. I always say that my ministry thrives on partnerships. And we've had a fantastic partnership with Terry and her team as well. And I understand that this training is also being partnered with the Four Seasons Homeowners Association. And so we always welcome partnerships, whether it's through other government departments, private organizations, individuals, and we're always delighted to have these partnerships. And these partnerships always are very fruitful, and we're seeing the fruits of our partnership from a few years ago, and of course we're seeing it here today. I believe that this course is extremely important. I find it very, very timely as well, because I'm sure most of us are aware of the very, very unfortunate incident that we had here in Nevis in my constituency, so it has affected me very, very badly. For someone who was very close to me as well, we have lost, went missing in the water last Wednesday, was found yesterday. And, you know, these are the kind of things that we do not want to see continue to happen. And so anything that we can do to prevent occurrences like these, we are happy that we're able to have a training like this, so that in case you are close to anyone who might be in the water, who may have some difficulty, then you are able to get to the rescue of that person or those persons. Of course, Jamie would have spoken about what would have happened in 1970, many, many years ago. But since that period, we've also had several other incidences where I believe if persons were there on the spot and they had the necessary expertise, lives could have been saved. The waters are here for us to enjoy. We are surrounded by water. And it is important that people go to the water to enjoy, to have pleasure. But at the same time, we want people to be safe as well.
Come to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit Nevis.
So this is an active victim scenario. So this is with a victim who is conscious with no spinal injury. So the object is to go out there, keep your tube between you and the victim, and then keep your eyes constantly on the victim and pull them back in, okay, and get them up. More than likely, this would not be a CPR scenario, anything like that. That would be more when we would have a passive victim who had been face down in the water or underwater. Ready?
aspects the last few days.
Yes, lots.
Hope you're able to, take what you learned and now save all your other citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis in case there was an incident that occurs in the future. Awesome job.
Good day. We're here at the conclusion of our first aid and lifeguard course. I must say it has been a very successful week. On behalf of the Department and Ministry of Sports, I would like to thank our instructors. I'd also like to thank Terry, the coordinator, as well as all our participants. I know you would have gained a good amount of knowledge this week, and I expect you to impart that knowledge and use it in the proper way. I am a person who don't believe that you get information, acquire skills, and don't utilize them. So I expect to see our instructors utilizing, or participants utilizing these newly acquired skills. I would like to take this opportunity to say that.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, this most definitely is a milestone. It's incredible what the collaboration between the Swim to Win program and the Ministry of Sports has achieved. They have these gentlemen down here to accredit our new lifeguards. That means from today, everybody in St. Kitts and Nevis is a lot safer than they were yesterday. And that is a credit to the participants over here and to their instructors and to the collaborative efforts of the program that's been run here today. It's absolutely fantastic. It cannot be better than what is achieved. We look forward to more and more of this, along with the development of the swimming at its grassroots level. I commend everybody. Thank you all very much. And we look forward to seeing these same efforts out there in the water, should they be required. Thank you all very much.
I want to first, before I start, I want to thank the Swim to Win program as well as the Ministry of Sport for bringing us down here. It's been an extremely successful week, and all the participants are now better trained in lifeguard water safety, so they can save somebody if they were to need to use it in the future. This week, we started with CPR, so the participants can save someone on land if there's a cardiac arrest. We talked about basic first aid to help out. We got to the water. We did active victim rescue. We talked about someone in case someone goes unconscious in the water, how to save somebody. And then we also talked about in case someone has a spinal injury in the water, how to pull them from the water. So a lot of information this week, but I think they all learned a lot to be able to save the citizens of the islands.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Claxton. And let me say good morning to all of us who are here. I can't believe that the training is over. It's like yesterday I was at Long Point at disaster management, and I can't believe that 4 days have gone by so quickly. But I'm very pleased to be here for the closing of this initiative. I know it was a short training, but I believe it was intense, and I believe that the persons who are here would have received the necessary expertise that will make them good lifeguards. And, you know, as I would have said at the opening, we are here, the water is all around us, and a lot more people are beginning to enjoy the sea thanks to Swim to Win, right? And so the more people that are enjoying the sea, the more people that go into the water, the higher the need for this kind of training and this kind of expertise. The World Academy of Safety and Health, Ned Lestrade, and he has the ID number, has successfully completed all requirements to earn certificate in lifeguard 1 year. Date of completion, the 7th of July, 2022. Instructor, Brandon Bond. Congratulations.
At this point in time, we'll take our final break, and upon returning, we'll go straight into our featured presentation. A series of Camp Refresh closing ceremonies hosted by the Department of Community Development were conducted on Friday, 22nd July in a number of community centers and school compounds. Let us now take a look at some of the innovative creations designed and created by some of our little ones.
Good morning, everybody. This morning we are here for the closing of our Camp Refresh under the theme, Preserving Our Health, Minding Our Safety. We have had a wonderful 2 weeks. We would have had an enjoyable time. Places we would have visited were the Brown Hill Management Team Farm over there in Brown Hill. We would have visited the Prospect Farm, the veterinary services. We would have gone to Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park. We would have been all over the place, but all in all, we would have had fun making crafts, playing games, doing everything to make ourselves happy. The children enjoyed themselves immensely, and I'm sure all of us would have had a wonderful time, right? Yes. We will now have a poem by Janet.
Hello, my name is Janet Williams, and I would be saying a poem, and the name of the poem is called Summer, Summer. Summer, summer, I'm glad you're here. Summer, summer, let's give a big cheer. Summer, summer, I'll meet you at the park. Summer, summer, let's stay till dark.
Now have an overview of one of the students to talk about their camp experience. We'll have Shamela Pope.
Good morning, everyone. It was amazing 2 weeks. I enjoyed myself very much. I've got to meet new people. I've learned how to do many crafts, such as stitching a box with the national flag, making keychains, and others. We went to Malcolm Gishard Park, where we have a lot of fun on the swings, the seesaw. It was a terrific day for me. I also went to Knee Park, where we watched the movie Bad Guy. It was a funny movie. We laughed a lot. Oh, what a wonderful time we had.
Everybody enjoyed the movie, right? Yes. Yes. Everybody enjoyed the riddles at mornings? Yes. What are some of the values, words that you would have learned? The values. Cleanliness. Kindness. Safety. We would have learned a lot of things.
Good morning and welcome to the Joycelyn Liebert Primary School, where the Community Development Department are hosting our annual summer camp. Under this year, our theme is preserving our health and minding our safety. So we've had 2 weeks. This is the last day. The children have been doing crafts and playing and having field trips. So I would like to say really thank you to the Ministry of Education and Miss Barbara Hendrickson for allowing us to use the school for another year for our camp. I'd like to thank our scholarship recipients. We have Shanae Evelyn, Jarek Daniel, and Noella Maynard, who have to come and do their community service hours. We have a volunteer here that volunteers with us every year, but has been in England for the last 3 years, but before she came back, she said, I'm coming home and can I volunteer? So I want to say a special thanks to Anika Ferguson. If everyone can give her a round of applause because she doesn't forget us. We've had a busy 2 weeks. I know some of the children and their parents would like them to stay longer, I'm sure. But 2 weeks is, you know, we've been busy. We went to the fruit orchard at Cades Bay, where the children had their fair pickings of the local wax apples and other fruits and star apples. So I'd like to thank the staff there for that, for giving us a tour. And we also went to the Malcolm Gishard Park, which I would like to thank the staff there also. I think the children had really good fun. A lot of them in the splish splash, a lot of them got wet, played football, played basketball, so I think they all had a good time. Have I forgotten anybody else? I don't want to forget. Oh, we had Officer Rahman, who is the community officer for the Gingerland schools and the area here, based at the Gingerland police station. And I would just like to thank the parents for allowing their children to come and trusting us with their children for 2 weeks. So, did you all have a good time on your field trips? Yes. Yeah, which one was your favorite? The splash pad. So you'd like to go there again? Well, that means you have to tell your parents to carry you there next time, okay? He took us to 2 of our field trips. So I just want to tell him thank you very much for coming out and supporting us and using his transportation to come and pick us up. Thank you very much. This was our youngest one, Dremonte. He did devotions for us on, I think, day 3. So give Dremonte a good clap for that because he did really well.
We have come to the end of our summer program just about now, and I do hope that you have learned something, that you have heard, and I hope that you have learned how to make the crafts that you have learned also, and the next time you're here, you can do it on your own. We have some keychains, bookmarks, pom-poms, napkin holders, and pen and pencil holders. And these are some of the drawings that the little kids made the first day they came.
And that's our package for this evening. I am your host, Remy Gums, bidding you a pleasant night's rest. And remember, tune in next Tuesday for another edition of the Social Development Outlook.
We are now on Facebook and YouTube. Like, share, subscribe.